Good morning, class. Today we are going to continue our first lesson, adaptation in a living organism. Come on page number 8. See the pink table under Great Scientist. Darwin's theory of evolution. Charles Darwin, a biologist, studied numerous types of plants and animals and suggested that only those organisms are likely to survive which can best adapt themselves to a changing environment. This is called the theory of survival of the fittest. This is Darwin's first principle. So, चार्ल्स डार्विन हु इज़ अ बायोलॉजिस्ट हु स्टडीड न्यूमरस टाइप ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स, उन्होंने बहुत सारे प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स का स्टडी किया एंड ही सजेस्टेड दैट ओनली दोज ऑर्गेनिज्म आर लाइकली टू सर्वाइव विच कैन बेस्ट एडॉप्ट देमसेल्फ टू अ चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट. जो एनिमल्स या फिर प्लांट्स होते हैं उनमें सिर्फ वही सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं जो चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट के साथ खुद को सेट कर सकते हैं या फिर खुद को बेस्ट एडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं. This is called the theory of a survival of a fittest, and this is Darwin's first principle. If we want to see the example of that, we can take the example of a dinosaurs. We all know about the dinosaurs. Nowadays, dinosaurs are not present on the earth. That is because they were not able to adapt themselves with the changing environment. Dinosaurs जो थे which were the very huge animals that used to found on earth, लेकिन उन्होंने चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट के साथ खुद को एडप्ट नहीं किया. वो जो खुद को एडप्ट नहीं कर सके एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे वर नॉट एबल टू सर्वाइव ऑन अ अर्थ. If an organism is born with a new beneficial characteristic and is able to survive, this change is preserved in the next generation. This is Darwin's second principle and is called the theory of a natural selection. मीन्स वॉट मिस्टर चार्ल्स डार्विन से कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म किसी न्यू बेनिफिशियल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक के साथ पैदा होता है एंड वो जो अर्थ पे सर्वाइव करता है इन एनी चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट, देन दैट चेंज इज प्रिजर्व इन द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन आल्सो. मीन्स अगर मैं हूँ और मैंने किसी बेनिफिशियल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक के साथ बॉर्न किया है और फिर भी मैं चेंजिंग एडप्टेशन में सर्वाइव कर सकती हूँ, सो दैट चेंज और दैट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक विच इज़ बेनिफिशियल टू मी, this will preserve in my next generation also, and this is Darwin's second principle and it's called the theory of a natural selection. Classification of a living organism. Let's recall, why are living things classified and which are the criteria used for classification of a plants and animals, that we have studied in a previous year. So let's recall, ये आपको recall करना है and try to write answer of that. It is difficult to study and remember all the organisms in this diverse living world at the same time. Classification helps in this respect. We know that our world is a very diverse, very much diversity is there in plants and animals, and it is not possible to us that we can remember about the all organisms, all living plants and animals. So we classify the plants and animals. Different scientists have used different criteria and independently classified plants and animals. As we know, so many scientists are there which works on this and they have classified, they have used different criteria and they try to classify plants and animals. A hierarchy is a form in the classification that start with the kingdom Animalia or kingdom Plantae. Further groups and subgroups are formed depending upon the basic similarities and differences. This is called hierarchy of a classification. Hierarchy, the plain meaning of that word is a पदानुक्रम किंवा कोणतीही गोष्ट क्रमाने मांडणे, अनुक्रमाने मांडणे. and a classification is the differentiation or the वर्गीकरण. आपण कोणतीही गोष्ट वर्गीकरण करून ठेवतो. जसं तुम्ही घरामध्ये बघता वेगळ्या वेगळ्या डाळींचं वर्गीकरण करून तुमच्या आईने ठेवलेलं असतं. सिमिलरली द प्लांट्स अँड ॲनिमल्स आर क्लासिफाईड ॲज द ऑर्डर. A hierarchy is a form in the classification that starts with the kingdom Animalia or kingdom Plantae. In a case of animals, it starts with the kingdom Animalia, and in case of plants, it starts with the kingdom Plantae. And again there are further groups and subgroups which are depend on the basic similarities and basic differences. So this is called as a hierarchy of a classification. See the table given, hierarchy means that classification. Classification is based in some groups and subgroup. First is a kingdom. Again, the kingdom is classified into phylums, class, order, family, genus, and a species. If we take the example of a human being, human beings are classified under the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primates, family Hominidae, genus Homo, and species Homo sapien. So the name of a human being is a Homo sapien. In case of a mango also, it contains two kingdom Plantae, phylum Anthophylla, class Dicotyledone, order Sapindales, family Anacardiaceae, genus Magnifera, and species Indica. So Magnifera indica is the scientific name of a mango. Binomial nomenclature by Carl Linnaeus. Now see, if in your class 2 or 3 students are there which are having same name, Atharva or Anjali or anything, and if I ask anything to one Atharva, so anybody will not come to know that to exactly whom I am asking. So it is necessary that with his name I should give his surname or his father's name. So that is the basic or the similar to a binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is used to identify each organism. Accordingly, a scientific name has been assigned to each organism. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is a genus and the second is a species. As I told you now, the above table, the name, genus and the species. So binomial name to any organism is assigned with these 2 things, genus and the species. Means if you want to give the binomial name of a mango, then you will give it as a Magnifera indica, or the binomial name of a human being is a Homo sapien. The first is a genus and the second is a species. All identified organisms have been assigned a binomial name as per the guidelines of the International Code of Nomenclature. दुनिया में जो भी आइडेंटिफाइड ऑर्गेनिज्म है, फ्रॉम द माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स टू द एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स, जो भी है जिसे हमने आइडेंटिफाई किया है, वो उन्हें बाइनोमियल नेम से असाइन किया जाता है as per the guidelines of the International Code of Nomenclature. All the organisms of a species are so similar that irrespective of differences in the color, height, habitat and habits, they can reproduce among themselves and form new individuals like them. एक स्पीसीज के जो सारे ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं वो सारे एक जैसे होते हैं, भले उनका हाइट, उनकी हैबिटेट्स या फिर उनका कलर, उनकी जो आदतें होती है वो अलग अलग हो, दो दे आर सेम बिकॉज दे including in a same species. They can reproduce among themselves and form new individuals. वो जो है reproduce कर सकते हैं अपनी species के अंदर और उनके जैसा ही new animal born कर सकते हैं. For example, all domestic cats in the world belong the same species. The same is the true in a case of a animal like a hen, cow, dog. For example, हम ले सकते हैं cats. दुनिया के जो सभी cats होते हैं वो same species के होते हैं, एंड जो बाकी अगर हम एग्जांपल्स लेना चाहें, हेन होते हैं, काऊ या फिर डॉग या फिर प्लांट्स में मैंगो, वीट, मेज, दे ऑल बिलोंग्स टू द सेम स्पीसीज एंड दो दे आर सिमिलर. कम ऑन नेक्स्ट पेज, पेज नंबर 9. Following are the some example of organism from kingdom Plantae and Animalia classified by the binomial method of nomenclature. In this table some scientific name दिए गए आपको जो बाइनोमियल मेथड ऑफ नोमेनक्लेचर से असाइन किए गए हैं. सो लिविंग थिंग जनरली वी कॉल डॉग एज अ डॉग एंड द साइंटिफिक नेम ऑफ डॉग इज अ कैनिस लेपस फैमिलियरिस. काउ बॉस टॉरस. हिबिस्कस रोजा सिनेंसिस. एंड जोवार, जो जोवार हम रोटी भाकरी बना के खाते हैं, द साइंटिफिक नेम ऑफ दैट जोवार इज अ सॉर्गम बाइकलर. Find out the scientific name of the other animals and plants in your surrounding and discuss in a class. We know that so many animals and plants are present there in our surrounding. So try to find out the scientific name or the binomial name of these animals and plants and make a list of that. 29th April is observed as a World Frog Protection Day. 29th April ये जो है World Frog Protection Day. Killing or harming frog is prohibited by the Act Wildlife Protection.